this is the Check It Dude on Check It Tube on YouTube. We're gonna do a quick tutorial here, not that quick, but as quick as I can, on how to create your character in SCUM. Okay, this is your main screen, and you can see I already have a character, but I'm gonna go into single play just to show you. And I'll click create, and here's your starting screen. You have your attribute values. These are your core, your values of your character, between strength, constitution, dexterity, and intelligence. You could set these sliders, okay? And unfortunately, you can't get more than, so you can't start off with more than 12, a total of 12 attribute points, right? And they start you with 3 under strength, 3 under constitution, and 3 under all 4 of these. These are categories. Right? There are subcategories under each category, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But the first thing you need to know is that you can't go over 12. So if you want to be stronger, you got to lower something to gain strength. Okay? The game doesn't let you be Superman in every category and subcategory. You have to pick your strengths and you have to pick your weaknesses. Okay? So let's talk about the subcategories. We're going to get into that right after this page. Just do a few more things here. Pick your gender, right? Male or female. Pick which head you want. I kind of like this Robert Mitchum head from 1952. Tattoos or not, you can pick those. Your different styles of tattoos. Simple stuff. And the private parts is ridiculous. They used to make it so if you wanted a big dick, you'd have to be stupider. Right? They actually did that, but I think that's gone. But they still have this section here. You do what you want with it. I don't think it means a damn thing anymore. Whether it grows over time, it just whatever. Skip it. So now you got your next screen here, and here we go: strength, constitution, dexterity, and intelligence. Again, we have that. Okay. Under strength, you have brawling, rifles, melee weapons, handgun, archery. Under constitution, right now it's mostly, running and endurance. And endurance isn't just how far you can run, but I believe it also helps you heal quicker if you have more endurance. When you're injured, if you want to heal quicker, I think that plays there too. Dexterity skills, thievery. I think this is about picking locks. Okay. Driving vehicles like cars, demolition, knowing how to set bombs, throwing. You're going to want some throwing to throw spears or whatever. Throwing's kind of handy. Motorcycle driving. How stealthy are you? How can you sneak up? If you have high stealth, right, and say another player has low awareness, the game bakes in your advantages and your disadvantages to the point where the person with low awareness may not even see the person with high stealth until they're right on top of them. They won't. It's baked into the point where it won't res for you. You won't res the other player. So you're definitely going to want some awareness over here. Okay. So motorcycling, stealth, aviation, how well do you fly to planes? That's brand new, by the way. They just had a huge update. Into intelligence skills, your awareness, like I said, how good of a sniper can you be? It will actually make you miss, even some close shots. How well you handle the gun and everything. So how well you camouflage. Survival is... you're going to want some survival skills because you need to start fires and cook. If you got no survival skills, you're not going to be able to cook your meat. It's going to come out crappy. It's going to burn. It's going to be spoiled, and you never eat good. So engineering is building things, especially forts, houses. If you have low engineering skills, you won't be able to. The game just won't let you build more complex things, right? You just won't be able to do it. Okay, so then medical. You got to have at least basic because you're going to have to bandage yourself all the time. All right, so that's the 4 attributes, okay? And you see there's categories: strength, constitution, dexterity, and intelligence, and you can see the subcategories underneath here. You can write them down if you need to when you're creating your character. So this plays into your squad. Like when you get in the game, you could start what's called the squad, which is a group, you know, a clan, whatever you want to call it. The game SCUM calls them a squad. You want to coordinate with your other squad mates because you're going to want somebody to be strong. You want your squad to be well-rounded. Somebody has to be strong in every category, every subcategory. Just to let you know. Okay, so here you can set your name. Okay. Right, Irene. Say. So you're setting your skills, and let's say, you know, you're all maxed. See, I'm maxed out already, right there. The sub, like under my dexterity, right? I wanted to be a strong driver. I wanted to be a strong thief, and look at, I'm maxed out on my dexterity already. I cannot drag these other ones over. And to say I wanted to be a good motorcycle driver, and I refuse to budge on thievery and driving, I can go back a screen and drop some strength and crank up the dexterity a little bit, right, until the max right there. Go back to the next screen, and I want it to be thievery, I want it to be driving, and now look at, I have more to work with, right? So that's how it works. You set your categories on the first page. The next page you set your subcategories, okay? Just a couple pointers. What you're going to want to run pretty fast. There's zombies in there inside the game. There's slow zombies, there's medium speed zombies, and there's really fast zombies. No matter what you do, I don't think you're ever going to be able to outrun the fast zombies. They run like 35 miles an hour, okay? But you want to be able to outrun the medium speed zombies, so give yourself some running speed, okay? Endurance is up to you, how far you want to be able to run. That's one pointer I can give you. Another pointer I can give you is that's always worked for me is pretty strong melee skills, which means a sword or an axe, because that helps you really kill a lot of zombies early in the game. And your first weapon when you land and when you start the game is probably going to be a spear, because that's the easiest, quickest thing to make, unless you want to make a bow and arrow. But the first thing I always make is a spear. So I would shoot for melee and archery skills, and try to get some gun skills, because with time you will find enough guns and the right magazines and the right ammunition, but not right away. It's going to take a little while. So right off the bat you're going to want at least melee, and I recommend archery. Now, say you're playing for 2 weeks and you realize, now I've got guns, I've got shitty gun skill. You can't come back and change your character, right? As far as I know, you cannot. You have to create a new character to get the skills you want. And when you could only have one character per server. So if you want to come back and remake another character for the same server, you're going to lose all your fame points that you accumulated while you were in the game. Right? So if you played for a month, and because everything you do, you gain fame points, right? You gain so many fame points to the point where if you create a new character, you're going to start at 0 again. Not a huge deal, but it might be, because maybe you were starting to get better at things, and you don't want to lose all that progress, right? So I've been told that all of these subcategories you can get better at, right? In time, if you keep practicing them, except for 2. There's 2 things you can't get better at, ever. I think awareness is one of them. You know that's you'll never get better at awareness. It's something you can't practice. You either have it or you don't. And the other thing is probably something like it might be survival. Okay, I don't remember. Guy was telling me. So the way I understand it is if you're a weak brawler, but you brawl a lot, this thing, as you play the game, your brawling skill is going to go up. Okay, because you practice. Things that you could practice, you can get better at. Things that you can't practice, which are only two things, you can't get better at. You cannot. Okay, just so you know. All right, so let's jack all these up, make sure I got all my points used up. It really doesn't matter here, because I'm just, as long as I use them. Okay, so that's it. You're done. You create your character and you click create. And this is a good snapshot for you to take if you can Gaiazo it or save this page or write it down so you can remember where you started, and then compare it to yourself later, or look at it when you want to make a new character and you want to make changes. Okay, this tells you all your statistics, right? Your synopsis of your character, and then you click OK, and you get sucked in, and they're going to take you in an airplane, and they're going to drop you into the Supermax prison with a parachute. It's about 15 square miles, completely to scale, and you begin. And it's all about survival and accumulating things that you need, which in this game is like, wealth is like ways to protect yourself, weapons and forts and everything. So here you're falling. You can navigate a little with a WASD. And F is the key, the F key to deploy your parachute. If that doesn't work, make sure you try it early. If that doesn't work, try the space bar, okay? And this is gonna be the end of the tutorial. I'm gonna land. Let's pull that thing over. It's too late. There we go. And that's it. Press your M key for map to see where you are.
Secure communication with human asset established. Greetings, human asset. Welcome to SCUM Island tutorial protocol provided by the Tech One Corporation. My designation is Dual Energetic Entity Neural Appliance or DINA. I am an artificial intelligence created by the Tech One Corporation tasked with overseeing the SCUM show protocols, including the preparation of human assets. If you wish to activate the tutorial, please do so on your journal interface. Secure channel closed.
Okay. I won't go too much into that right now, but I will just show you a couple more things. M for map to see where you are. You can see it's laid out in a grid. D1, D4, D3, D2. You can see I'm in D1, right? You will be a red blinking dot, right? And the first thing you want to do is create some sort of a weapon to protect yourself against the zombies and other players. And you do that by finding stones and sharpening sticks and making stone knives, and that's going to be for the next video. I hope this helped you create your character and made you understand the beginning of the game a little quicker.